about how much it's changing, how much it's growing. So I've been involved with the Business Improvement District project for the last few years, and what's lovely is how much the local community have come together because they want it to be better and they're investing in the future. They're not being short-termistic, and there's so much changing with trying to support that evolution that there's £500 million worth of investment happening in from a combination of the local authority and businesses in terms of culture and retail and shops. It's just going to transform the nightlife and the cultural economy. And from ourselves, we spent 10 years ago, we were firefighting, struggling to stay alive. We're now really building on the success of the last few years and looking to really expand ourselves both culturally, but also in terms of our community outreach. So I think it's going to be the most exciting time for us in the next few years.
Well, I think in 5 years' time, if the plans for the new theatre and the transformation of the old library and all the other buildings around there, the old assembly hall, I think we will have an absolutely amazing town centre, which I think will also then help the shops to thrive, the restaurants to thrive, bring people in from further afield. I mean, we are competing with the likes of Guildford and Canterbury and other towns in this corner of the world, and I think Tunbridge Wells has got everything once it's got the theatre and more of a sort of a cultural centre, because it's got everything else.
Well, if the developers actually build something at the end of the road, then that's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. We might be able to attract some more bigger stores with the flats above it, and hopefully some good office space in there as well. Then there'll be more people out during the day. With the project across the road, if we do get the new, hopefully we will get the new theatre. With that and the office space, it's actually pushing something forward.
It's a pleasure to hear that the old cinema site's getting redeveloped. It was always somewhat of an eyesore in the centre of town and crying out for redevelopment, so it's fantastic to hear about that. The new theatre project sounds really exciting, Calverley Grounds, all of that. I think ultimately it just reaffirms and underpins reasons why people would want to come into Tunbridge Wells.
I think Tunbridge Wells is experiencing a lot of positive change and an increasing number of events taking place in the area. For example, on the Pantiles, we've got the jazz throughout the summer, which is really popular. We've got Pub in the Park, the Tom Kerridge event, which is good. And then there's new initiatives like the new Oktoberfest style events. So there seems to be a strong movement in the town and more opportunities for these cultural events to take place.
To be able to be part of a town with so much opportunity to progress and develop and grow is enormously exciting.
Oh, the massive amount of investment and development that is coming, and I know that it's coming soon. That is hugely, hugely exciting.
The kind of second thing, I guess, is all of the initiatives that we see that are going through the town. So everything from the Calverley Square project to the Emilia Scott sort of cultural centre to the old cinema site. I can see the interest and energy that those projects are actually going to bring, and how businesses like mine are actually going to benefit from those investments.